Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 17 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 2206. Divide array into equal pairs. So this problem is actually very easy, and in today's video I'm going to solve this problem using 4 approaches. Okay, so let's read the problem statement first. You are given an integer array nums consisting of 2 into n integers. Okay, so total number of elements in nums is always going to be even number, right? 2 into n integers, right? You need to divide nums into n pairs such that each element belongs to exactly one pair. Okay, and the element present in a pair are equal. Okay, so both the elements should be equal in a pair. We have to return true if nums can be divided into n pairs, otherwise we have to return false. Okay, so now let's see this example. So here this is my nums array, right? So here you see even number of elements are there, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so 6, so that simply means that we have to form 3 pairs right here. So two elements each. So here this 3 and this 3 both are going to make one pair. Okay, then this 2 and this 2 both are going to make one pair. Okay, 2 and 2. Then this 2 and this 2 are going to make one pair. So in this case we are returning true, right? So there are 6 elements in nums, so they should be divided into 6 divided by 2, 3 pairs. If nums is divided into the pairs 2 2 3 3 and 2 2, it will satisfy all the conditions, right? So both the elements are same, right? So this is what we need to do, right? So it's very easy. So now let's understand how you guys are going to solve this problem. So first approach is going to be using HashMap. You can solve this problem. Okay, so in HashMap what I will do, I will count the frequency. So here 3 is occurring 2 times, so 3 is my key and the frequency is 2. Then same way 2 is occurring total 4 times, so this is what I'm going to do. So here key is integers and here I'm storing the frequency. Once I store the frequency, then I will just iterate over all the elements in my nums one by one, and for all these numbers one by one I will check whether I'm able to divide these frequencies with 2 completely or not. Okay, so if 2 modulus 2, okay, it is going to be 0 here. But if any number, let's say here x, so if x modulus with 2, okay, if it is not equal to 0, that simply means that this x is odd number of times, right? The frequency is odd number of times. That simply means that we can't form a pair, right? So in that case we have to simply return false, otherwise we have to return true. Okay, so let's solve this problem using this approach first. Okay, so here you have to create one map. Okay, map, and here key as integers, okay, and frequency as integer, okay, value as integer, and here let's name it as map only. Okay, and here new hash map. All right, done. Now after that just iterate over all the numbers one by one. Int, you can use for each loop, right? Nums, and here you can just write map dot get map dot put, and after that you have to write the key, okay, which is num, and then here just check if this key is value is already there in our map or not. So get or default, so if key value is there then take that, otherwise take 0 right in the start and by default, and then add 1 to it. So this will count the frequency of all the numbers in my array, right? So once this is done, then after that you have to just iterate over your array one more time int num in nums, and here you have to check if map dot get the frequency of this particular key, okay, num. So if I divide it with 2 modulus with 2, okay, if it is not equal to 0, then you have to simply return false here. Okay, and if you don't execute this statement, okay, and then in the end just simply return true, and that's it. So this is the code for approach 1. So now let's run it. So see, all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? And the time complexity for this is going to be O of n only, right? So here O of n and here also O of n only, right? So this is done. So approach 1 done. Okay, now let's understand the second approach. So in second approach, what you can do, this is my array, so you can sort this array. Okay, so if you sort this array, you will get the elements like this: 2 2, then again 2, then again 2, then 3, and then 3. Okay, so once you sort all the elements, then after that you have to form the pairs with two elements. So you have to compare this with this, this with this, and this with this. So here both are matching, both are matching, both are matching. So if in case, let's say here we have 4 and here we have 5, so here both are will not match, right? So since this already array is already sorted, so then we have to return false. So this is going to be my approach 2. Okay, so now let's write the code for approach 2. So here you can remove this. Okay, let me just reset. Okay, confirm. So here for approach 2, what you have to do, you have to sort the array first. Okay, so here arrays dot sort. All right, and here you have to just pass your array nums. Okay, once this is done, then after that you have to run one loop. Okay, int I is equal to 0, I is less than total length of nums, so nums dot length, and here after that you have to increment it in 2, or okay, I is equal to I plus plus, not I plus plus, but I is equal to I plus 2. Okay, so because we are checking this pair with this, then next pair, then next pair, so I is here, then next time I is jumping here. Okay, so that is why I plus 2. All right, done. And here you have to check if nums of I, okay, if it is not equal to nums of I plus 1, okay, then in that case you have to simply return false. Okay, so here like this, just return false. Okay, and otherwise you have to simply return true here. Okay, done. Now let's run the code for this one and let's see if there are any code issues. Okay, so here for int I is equal to 0, I is less than nums dot length, so here use this now. Okay, so now this is done. Now let's run it again. Here why C is there. Okay, wait, now let's run it again. Okay, so all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So this is the code for approach 2. Since we are doing sorting here, right? So for that time, for because of this, the time capacity is going to be of log n for this one. Okay, since we are sorting the array. Okay, so this is done. So this is my approach number 2. Okay, now let's move to approach 2 is done. So now let's move to approach number 3. That is, you can use the set. Okay, so in the set, okay, so we have elements like this 2 2 here see this example only 3 2 3 2. Okay, 3 2 3 2 and then again 2 2. Okay, so what you are going to do, you are going to create one set. Okay, so in this set first you are going to add this 3. Okay, then next time you are going to add this 2, and next time you are going to check again. So your set already contains 3, so what you are going to do, going to do here, you are going to remove this 3. Okay, so next time you reach here, so this 2 is already here, so you are going to remove this 2. Okay, now next time you move here. Okay, and then set is empty. Okay, 2 is not there, so you are going to add it. Now next time again you find one more 2. Okay, but this 2 is already there in set, so you are going to remove it. So in the end you see that your set is empty. So if my set is empty after iterating over all the elements, that simply means that we have already formed all the pairs. Okay, so in that case we have to return true. Okay, other if let's suppose if there is single 4 here, so in the end 4 one time, so I add 4, next time there is no 4, so it will still be there in my set. Okay, so then we have to return false. Okay, so this is going to be my approach number 3. Okay, so now let's write the code for approach 3. So here set. Okay, and in the set what we are doing, we are adding integer. All right, and here you can name it as unpaired. Okay, new hash set. Done. All right, now after that you have to iterate over all the elements int num in nums. Okay, and here after that you have to check if unpaired, okay, set name, okay, if it contains that particular key. Okay, that simply means num. Okay, so if it is there, then we have to remove it from the set. Okay, so here unpaired dot remove, and here you have to write num. Okay, done. Once this is done, okay, and in the else part, if key is not there, okay, then you have to always add that. Okay, so unpaired dot add, and here you have to add num. Okay, so this is done. Now in the end you have to just return true if your set is empty. So unpaired dot is empty. Okay, so this is done. So now let's run it and see if there any code issue. We'll try to fix that. So this is your approach number 3. Okay, so all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. Okay, and in this case also the time complexity is going to be of n. Okay, so now this is done. Now let's move to the next approach. Okay, approach number 4. Okay, so in the approach 4 you have elements like this 3 2 3 2 3 2 3 2 and then 2 2. Okay, so what you are going to do, first of all you are going to calculate the maximum number in the array. Okay, so max number in this array is 3, right? Then after calculating the max number, you have to toggle pair status for each number. So you have to create one boolean array of size 4. Okay, so of size 4, so that you can have elements like 2 3 in the your boolean array. Okay, so you have to iterate over all the elements one by one. Then here first time by default in the starting, you know that boolean array is going to be false only. Okay, in the starting. Okay, so now next time if you here you are finding 3. Okay, so you are going to just toggle the status. Okay, so if it is false, you are going to make it true. Okay, then this true means that this 3 needs one pair. Okay, then next time this element is true. Okay, so for this 2 it was false initially, but now you are going to change it to true. Okay, okay, this 2 is occurring one time, then this 3 it is true from last time, so now you have to update it back to false. Okay, so if 3 is occurring one time, then I'm changing it to true. Then next time if 3 is there, then I'm changing it to false. Okay, same way this 2 is there, true last time, so now I'm changing it to false. Okay, then next time 2, so here it will again change back to true. Okay, then next time here again 2, then I'm going to change it to false. Okay, so in the end, so you see that this is also false, this is also false. I'm going to iterate over all the numbers one by one, this 3 2, okay, and everyone is false. Okay, in the end, so that simply means that there is no need of any pair. Okay, but let's suppose there is one element 4. So for 4 initially it was false, okay, by default, then I change it to true. Okay, that simply means it needs one pair, it needs one pair. Okay, so but here next time there is no 4, so this value still holds true, right? So then in that case I have to return false. Okay, so now let's write the code for this one. Okay, so here int max num, and here you can set it to 0, and then you have to iterate over all the elements in your nums array one by one for int num in nums. Okay, and here you have to update your maximum as mat dot max of num, and here you have to write max num. Done. So once this is done, then you have to toggle the pair status for each number. Toggle simply means true becomes false and false becomes true. Okay, that is simple meaning of that. So here you have to create one boolean array. Okay, and you can name it as needs pair. All right, and here you can write new boolean, right? And here you have to update the size as maximum, whatever the maximum you have calculated. In that, just add 1. Okay, so until that we need number. Okay, so we need until 3 as well. Okay, that's max is number is 3, so we have to write here 4 now, right? So until there we have to write. Okay, so now this is done. Now here you have to just iterate over all the elements in your nums array one by one. Okay, then you have to toggle the pair status. Okay, so here needs, okay, needs pair, right, and this particular num. All right, and here what you have to update, you have to update it equal to negation of a note of whatever the value. So here you have to write needs pair. Okay, so here initially you know that by default every value is false. Okay, so now needs pair of 3. Okay, so 3, so it was false, now it is becomes true. Okay, for the first time, that simply it needs pair. Okay, then next time again if 3 is there, then it will again become false. That simply it doesn't need any pair. Okay, now after that again you have to iterate over all the numbers. Okay, now after that inside this what you have to do, you have to check if any value is still true. Okay, so if needs pair of any particular this num, okay, it still holds true. Okay, so in that case you have to return false. Okay, and if you don't execute this statement, okay, if we are not able to execute this statement anywhere, then in the end you have to simply return no. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, so here we have to return false, otherwise we have to return true. Okay, now all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, this is also accepted, right? And the time complexity for this one is also going to be O of n. Okay, so I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, all the 4 approaches. And if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in the comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.